During our introductory scenario, Christy and I role-played for you typical oral grammar errors that people say when they misuse the 5 parts of speech. Did you notice the 2 verb tense errors Christy said during our opening dialogue? Let's take a look.
Yeah, one of our most finicky customers called and told me he's seen it on our website the other day.
He's seen it on our website, huh?
Yeah, he done it when he was surfing the net. Called us right away.
Did you notice the subject-verb agreement error Christy made during our opening scenario? Let's take a look.
Yeah, I told him we was real interested in increasing that order for him.
You told him we was real? The next error Christy modeled for you during our opening vignette was a pronoun case error. Did you notice it? Let's take a look.
Betsy and me have been taking so many more orders right now. It's great.
Betsy and who?
Me. I just told you that.
People often misuse modifiers like adjectives and adverbs when they speak, and Christy modeled for you 2 misused adverbs during our opening scenario. Did you notice what those were? Let's take a look.
Hey Linda, our customers seem to be real happy with those new volume discounts we're offering.
Really? Great.
New discounts, they're a lot harder to go through, so it's going to take us a while to figure them correct.
Don't you mean how to figure them correctly?
Well, yeah, that's what I just said,
Oh.
but it is going to take us a little bit more time, just so you know.
You have the virtual opportunity to improve your speaking through this program called Speak Smart Oral Grammar. It's actually built upon a pretty simple premise. You can hardly turn on the TV or pick up a newspaper nowadays without seeing some doctor talk about how what you take in through your mouth if you eat too much fat can then form cholesterol that clogs your arteries. Well, just as what you take in through your mouth can clog your physical arteries, likewise what comes out of your mouth can clog your communication arteries from one person to another. But if you do have a problem with high cholesterol, what's one fix a doctor often recommends? Right, exercise. So you'll have lots of opportunity to do exercises with Christy to eliminate some of your oral grammar errors. Now let's say you have a problem with pronunciation as well. The cure for that is doing what I call lip aerobics to help you enunciate more clearly as you speak. Throughout this program, we'll be working with numerous exercises to help you lower the fat and cholesterol of your artery-clogging speech. Christy will be working on those exercises along with you, but she'll be doing so off camera so as not to distract your learning experience. If your Miss Bonebreaker English teachers were like mine were, if you made a mistake, wow, Miss Bonebreaker would stalk around the room with her red pen bleeding all over your writing, or the equivalent of her finger serving as a verbal red pen stabbing at you when you spoke incorrectly, if your Miss Bonebreaker, as Christy said, even bothered to correct your improper speech at all. I am not Miss Bonebreaker, and mistakes are good. If you make mistakes during this program, or if Christy does, see them simply as learning opportunities. If you make a mistake and then understand the explanation as to how to do things correctly in the future, that's been like a double validation of your learning the rules. So mistakes can actually be a good thing during this program. Okay, let's go on to the middle of page 11, where we are now going to look at the difference between modifiers in the comparative and the superlative degree. I know those words sound kind of like, $20 words or whatever, but the comparative degree simply means you're comparing 2 items, whereas the superlative degree says that you're comparing 3 or more. Let me give you an example of how these work with little words versus big words, because they do work differently. Let's take the word smart, and we'll kind of bump that up a little bit, and I will see if I can have Christy do this for you. Linda is smart. John is what, Christy?
Smarter.
And Christy is the
smartest
of all. I thought you would like that. So that's what we do with the little one-syllable words. We just add ER and EST to make them bigger, better, bolder, etc. In my workshops, the most common mispronunciation error that I hear would be dropped INGs. Along with that, I hear ta and ya for to and you, yeah for yes if I'm working with customer service representatives who have to sound the height of professional on the phone, gotcha, little things like that. They're just a little too casual. And please, like you know, needs to be eliminated totally from your vocabulary. I was working with an individual one time who kept saying like you know, and to stop that I finally started answering yes in the middle of her sentence if indeed I did know, or no if I didn't know. And finally she got annoyed with my interruption and said, why are you saying yes and no in the middle of my sentences? And I said, because you keep saying you know and I'm telling you whether I do or do not. So that can be very annoying to people, almost like a cousin to using too many ums or uhs.